things going with John Cutler versus beautiful Bobby J.
John Cutler is the best up-and-coming heavyweight wrestler in all of Canada. Action Wrestling Entertainment's got him. Take a look at this guy. He's very impressive looking. His opponent tonight, very unorthodox.
What is this?
That's the guy you like to call beautiful Bobby J.
Beautiful. Is that a wig?
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder is something I've always been told.
What is he doing?
Well, setting the tone, if you will.
This is my first time seeing this individual, and I must say I'm blown away.
My understanding is he's got some ailment with a finger. There will need to be an amputation, but he might need to amputate that wig and maybe that feathered boa around his neck.
I've heard many stories of Bobby J, and if I'm not mistaken, he is also a wrestling promoter.
Yes, you probably have heard of beautiful Bobby J promoting Top Rope Championship Wrestling all throughout the early 2000s, like 2001, 2002, 2000, and he made quite a name for himself. And you know, the promoter is always the one you can't trust. And from what I know of John Cutler, I don't necessarily like John Cutler. I'll give him his much needed respect, but I like John Cutler a little bit more than I like the slimy promoter.
Well, on the back of his tights, he says sexy. And here comes John Cutler.
Like a house of fire. Take a look at this guy. This guy has main event written all over him. He's young, he's brand new on the scene. You know, it should be interesting to see. He's one of those guys that will grow with AWE as they get ready to launch nationally on the Fight Network with AWE's Overload. You can expect a lot from this guy.
You can tell he's young, you know, he's full of fire, but at the same time, you can tell he's a little nervous. This is a big stage for John Cutler. Bobby J's been doing this for 15 years.
Bobby J's a crafty veteran. He's not opposed to kicking you down low. He's not opposed to poking your eye out. He's not opposed to spitting in your face. He's not, and one thing he'll do when you're down, he'll kick you down, he'll kick you again. So, you know, don't underestimate Bobby J. Some people call him Slobby Bobby. Some people call him Beautiful Bobby. I wouldn't call him beautiful. I'll tell you that right now.
Would you call him sexy?
No. I would never call a man sexy, but I definitely wouldn't call Bobby J sexy.
Well, we have a classic case of veteran versus rookie. And oh, there comes the wig. Bobby J, here he comes, off the rope. Hard tackle by Bobby J. Showing why he's a veteran, misses the elbow.
And I have to say, you can just tell Bobby moves like a veteran. Except he doesn't nip up like a veteran, that's the problem.
And what is he doing?
If I was 245 pounds, I don't think I'd be trying a nip up. If you hit it, it's impressive, don't get me wrong. But I'd want to make sure I was flawless.
Quite a physique
on my pay-per-view debut.
A great physique on Bobby J, and we're in for an interesting matchup.
I think that's old school. That was common in old school wrestling.
Oh, he's got the hair. Shane Rogers, the nephew of Kenny Rogers. Hard shot by Bobby
generations of referees.
Into the corner goes John Cutler. Bobby J setting up a running shot.
That hurt Bobby's hand, but I guarantee it didn't feel good for John.
Back. John Cutler letting loose.
You know what I would do in this match, Stan Wayne? Thank you for asking. I think I would resort to dirty tactics if I was Bobby J.
Elbow to a jaw.
Because if you've been around 15 years and you lose to a guy that's been around a year, you pretty much sealed your fate.
Especially live on pay-per-view.
But again, John Cutler's got nowhere to go but up in this match.
And did he just do a drop kick?
And he hit it beautifully.
And a cartwheel to boot.
Not so beautifully.
Not as impressive as the drop kick. I must say I'm impressed with Bobby J. He's taking control.
Well, and let's be honest here, like, Bobby's a veteran. I don't take anything away from him. He's got to win this match, though.
Sunset flip.
And Bobby could have actually walked through
it. Oh, my Lord!
Bobby didn't have to be sunset flip there.
What? Oh,
Cutler didn't have the foot hook.
No!
Pull up your pants, you disgraceful fool.
Oh, my Lord. I'm speechless. Shane Rogers is laughing. He's turned on by the fact that Bobby J's pants are down.
And that's just sick. That's just sick, man.
In the corner, Bobby J taking out the legs of John Cutler. Come on, John.
Not a very good place for John Cutler to be stuck in.
He causes the beauty buster.
Oh, that's not good. And Cutler has got to get back to his feet.
Cutler hasn't been very impressive. Bobby's been in full control the entire matchup.
Well, and being a senior vet, you have to expect that's going to happen.
He's taking control. Bobby dumps him over the top rope.
In some places, that would be a disqualification.
If we were in 1990, that'd be a disqualification.
But in AWE, you can over the top rope head first.
What is this? Suicide dive by Bobby J.
I'm speechless.
Oh my.
I'm speechless that a man who weighs about 240
Bobby J is showing signs of being in the
so
Impact
agile.
Division. We may need a match between Bobby J and Sean Houston. Very Impact-esque by Bobby J. Baseball, oh my God.
Oh, how can you hit something so flawlessly 1 minute and miss it so badly the next?
I believe that's what happens.
He just got his bell rung.
When you're 45 years old and 245 pounds, you're just not in your prime anymore.
It's the fact that he's only 45, considering he's bald. We don't know if that's pattern baldness or if that's chosen. But, like, let's be honest here. He doesn't look young. John Cutler looks young. He moves around better.
Oh, a slam by John Cutler.
Very impressive. Bobby J's 245 pounds.
2, and a kick out by Bobby J.
Inches from 3.
Inches. It was very close to being over for Bobby J. Both men debuting here. Who's going to come out on top? Oh, a big kick to the chest by John Cutler. Bobby J, he looks dazed. He's picked up. Cutler's got him up in a fireman's carry. What's he going to do? Big F5.
My word, that was impressive.
1, 2, 3. Cutler victorious.
And Cutler is now 1-0 in his debut match on AWE in the heavyweight division with a very impressive victory over beautiful Bobby J. Bobby J had a great showing. He controlled much of the match, but when the push came to shove, the kid who's brand new in AWE was on top of his game and looking pretty good.
A very strong showing in the debut of John Cutler.
And now what do you expect? How does Bobby J come back from this? How does he come back from 0-1? Do the promoters of AWE even want him back? Stan Saxon, Andy Anderson, the matchmakers. Probably, maybe.
He's got a very interesting look. Maybe not a very marketable look, but it's, like we said, it's up to the AWE bookers. It's up to Stan Saxon. It's up to Anderson. And John Cutler victorious.